Hello there, I am going to explain a movie named Code 8 Part 2. Before we start, let's understand something. In this population, there are some humans with abnormal abilities, and these superhumans are forbidden to live in this city because they make drugs from their own spinal fluid. That drug is named Psych. If someone takes this drug, that person can use their abilities for a short time. That is why the police don't allow them in this city. Now, let the story begin with her. Her name is Pav, and she has the transduce ability. That boy is her brother. His name is Tarak. There is an interview for the police where they introduce their robotic dog to the city people. That dog doesn't kill people when suspects raise their hands in the air. Garrett is a psych drug dealer, and Tarak came here to make a business deal with him because he needs money for his sister. Garrett refuses to help. Garrett gives 50% of his business profit to the police, named Kingston. After rejecting Tarak, he follows them. He sees them drop a bag in a trash box. He picks it up and hides using his color-changing ability, but a police officer sees him and sends a robotic dog to catch him. He runs inside a building and hides. The dog won't give up on finding him. The dog almost sees him, but he saves himself with his abnormal ability. Thinking the dog is gone, he walks outside, and suddenly the dog appears and injects poison into his body, killing him. At that moment, his sister arrives, crying loudly. That dog tried to kill her too, but she disabled it with her transducer power. By the way, his name is Connor. While he cleaning the place, he found Pav at a garbage store. She was scared and threw bottles at him. Then he took her to Mina. Mina talked to her, and at that moment, the police arrived to kill Pav. With Mina's help, Connor took Pav and escaped from there. Police officer Kingston talked to Garrett to retrieve this girl from his friend Connor because she's the only witness to her brother's death. In Connor's apartment, she saw news on television that the police are lying about her brother, and she loses control of her power. In the meantime, the police raided Connor's house. He tried to escape, and suddenly 2 robotic police appeared. Connor destroyed them with his lightning thunder ability, and Pav also shut down that drone with her power. Pav told him that they needed someone for help, so he called Garrett for assistance. Garrett already knew, so he made a deal with Kingston that he wouldn't need to kill her. Instead, he would erase her memory of her brother's killing. Connor tried to resolve the problem, so he agreed with Garrett. He took Connor and Pav to his territory. There is another girl with the ability to erase memories. She held her hand to erase her brother from her mind, not just the killing scene. She tried to forget everything about her brother. When Connor realized this, he attempted to stop them. He used his thunder ability and escape. Then Mina helped them to leave the city, but the police recognized Mina's car. They sent 2 robots to kill them. Before they attack, Garrett surrounds them. Garrett tries to kill Pav, but Connor doesn't let him shoot. He would rather die before her. Garrett gives up trying to kill her while the police are watching them. Kingston's robot started shooting at them and kill Garrett's people. These robot has great firing skills, so Mina sacrifices herself to open an escape for them. They go to Garrett's old secret house. Garrett has a bullet inside his chest. He pulls it out with his ability. They plan to steal Kingston's dog from his house and get all of his illegal data from that robotic dog so they can show the world the illegal work Kingston has done in this city. As planned, they go to Sergeant Kingston's house, but he is not home. His wife tells them to wait for him. When Kingston arrived, he was shocked because he tried to find them in the city, but they were here in his house. Garrett and Connor kept him busy with their conversation. Meanwhile, Pav used her ability to try to unlock the binding on the dog. After a minute, Sergeant Kingston revealed his power to Garrett. No one knew, not even his wife, that he has ability. When they successfully returned with the stolen dog, Garrett took it from Connor, betraying the plan they had made together. Garrett tried to make a new deal with Kingston that no one would touch his people in return. He wouldn't expose the illegal data he had collected from the robotic dog. Kingston disagrees with him and stabs him. Then he enters the building with his forces. Connor uses his power, but it's not affected, so he runs away and they start to shoot. Garrett's boys fight back, and Kingston kills one of them. Meanwhile, Connor faces a robotic dog. He tries to destroy it, but it's no use. The dog gets him down, and once again he uses his full power. But that thunder doesn't affect the dog. Then that dog injects poison into his body, and at that moment, Pav takes control over the dog. With this dog, she destroys another one and takes down a policeman. Pav gets hurt, so he carries her outside of the building and demands a camera from a journalist. The police want to attack her with dog, but Garrett crashed it with his ability, and another policeman stopped them to shoot. Pav shows everything, how they killed her brother using the robotic dog. They arrest Kingston for his illegal work. Out of stamina, Connor and Pav lose consciousness. After all the chaos, Connor started basketball coaching, and he take care of Pav. They were missing Mina. On the other hand, Kingston will be punished for what he done.